Hello, good evening. Today's one project. I am at my mother-in-law's house. Let me flip this. And we're gonna see what's going on with her doorbell. Her doorbell is out. So for those of you that don't know, basically a doorbell is not too complicated. There's really three things. There's the button here, there's the transformer, which I'll show you in a minute, and then there's the chime. So how it works is you have the transformer, power comes into the transformer, goes out to here, and then from here to the chime. So it's usually one of those three things that's broken. I'm gonna start, in fact, let's start with the transformer so you can see what I'm talking about. So I am in the garage and I can see her transformer right here. So basically what this is, all houses are standard with 110 voltage, right? 110 volts, or between 110 and 120. What this does is it takes 110 in and it transforms it to, doorbells are usually run at like about 16 volts or something like that. So it takes 110 and turns it into 16. So you want to start with your transformer and put your voltage meter there and confirm that you have 16 volts there. Okay, so I don't know if you read that, I have my leads on each terminal and I'm at 20 volts. So that's good. So that means this transformer is good. So that is not the problem. If I had no voltage here, that would be the problem and I had to replace that. So that one's good. So let's keep going down the line and see what problems we find. So now that I know my transformer is good, I'm going to keep going down the line. The button will be the next thing on the line. If you take the doorbell out, you only have two wires here, and you should be reading that same voltage. For us, it was 20 volts here at this button. Mine's pretty easy. I have the light on, so I know it's good. If this light was out, that would be a sure sign that I had no power. But I'm going to put my meter on there just for demonstration purposes and confirm that I have 16 volts here. So I do have 20 volts here. So what that means is for my transformer, that wire from my transformer to the doorbell is good. There's no break or ding in that wire. That wire is good. So now what I want to do is confirm if my doorbell is good. So the easiest way to do that is I could just take those two wires apart and touch them together. Right there. If I touch those two wires together and the doorbell rings, but if I press that button and it doesn't ring, then I know my chime is good, but my doorbell is bad. This one's pretty easy because this doorbell has a light on it, so I kind of know that doorbell is not the problem, but that's an easy way to tell if it's your doorbell or not. So we got it from our transformer, we got the wire to here, and we got our doorbell here. Now we need to go look at the chime. So what I'm doing there is I'm taking my prong and I can just touch those two things together and listen to the doorbell chime. If it doesn't chime, then I know this is not my problem here. I got to go to the chime and look at it. If it does chime, then I know that doorbell is the problem, and I have to replace that doorbell. So I'm at the chime now. The little cover pops off and this is inside. That middle bar that I'm touching, it's stuck, and that's my problem right there. See how that one moves nice and smooth and that one's stuck? So this chime is really easy. There's three terminals. All I have to do is take the wire off the one terminal with the middle bar that's stuck and just move it over to the other terminal with the metal bar that moves freely. It's got this little metal stopper though, this little rubber stopper. You could just break that off. That will prevent it from doing ding dong. It'll just do one ding. So if you just break that off, now that one's stuck and now that one's free. That was it. That was the whole problem, is that metal bar was just seized. This one was nice because there was two, so I could just swap it over.